welcome to Juveria Castle with Jumpy. He does around the world.
Oh yeah, no, she said. But today we are coming to an element which is the most common element on Earth's crust. You can't breathe, you can't live without it. It's the oxygen. Oxygen makes up of half of all the rocks. No,
H2 plus
O,
O2.
only O. H2O.
H2 plus O equals water.
Yes, and oxygen is what makes up one part of water. 2 parts of hydrogen and 1 part of water is oxygen. And this is so important. So, what is the color of oxygen?
White.
It is colorless. But when you make it liquid, it will look like
Purple.
pale blue, which is what mostly the color of the oceans and water looks like. You know, the streaks of light that you see sometimes, you know, in Scandinavian countries, there is a beautiful halo effect called the aurora. Aurora.
Each and every country?
No, yes, each and every Scandinavian country. And this is because the sunlight hits them and then the oxygen particles flare up. It's a beautiful thing. You see, oxygen...
It happened only sometimes.
It only happens in winters in the Scandinavian countries.
Winter.
Yes.
Today, now it is winter.
Yes, now it's winter here. Oxygen is important for us to live.
Where it is invented?
Where?
Discovered by?
It's a natural phenomena. You can see it in winter. Not here. It's on the northern, it's called the northern lights. So it is in the northernmost part of the hemisphere, which is in the top of the country in Europe. Now you see, oxygen is produced during a process called photosynthesis, isn't it? So the plants produce oxygen during daytime.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Good.
From plants, the oxygen is
Yes.
there. So how does a plant breathe?
Plant breathe in what we breathe out, which is carbon dioxide. So it's a relationship. Yeah, it's a relationship.
They think that we are very that for them. We are very helpful for them. They think that we
make food by the process called photosynthesis.
Yes, they make food, and then the green pigment on the plant is called chlorophyll. Good. So now you see the atomic number of oxygen very easy. It's, 8. Okay, how do you put 2 O's together? What number comes in?
8.
8. So it's 8. You see, oxygen is so important that you cannot have fire without oxygen. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So especially when there is a fire with regards to fuel, so you should cover it with a blanket so that the oxygen supply is lost. Otherwise,
because of oxygen, there is no toys, there is no fire, there is no water, there is no chashma, there is no Abu, there is no Zainab, there is no me, there is no Zafia, there is no nobody.
So really, when you go down into for scuba diving, you carry a cylinder which is filled with oxygen. Yeah. When you go on space, you need, again, the astronauts need oxygen. So all of them carry a cylinder. And it gives them supply. If
that oxygen goes away?
Yes, then you will die. Yes. In fact, you will not immediately die. First, you will faint. And imagine if you faint in underwater or in space. Nobody will come and protect you. People, most likely sharks will come or aliens will come. Sharks won't protect, but aliens might protect, isn't it? So this is what oxygen is.
Aliens are not real.
Aren't they real? Oxygen is used in so many things. For example, if you want to start your car engine, so you have to have something called combustion. Combustion means a spark has to come out. Again, for using petrol and fuel, you need oxygen. Oxygen is required to make steel. Mountainous. Okay, when you climb in the mountain also, you need oxygen. So the cylinder, when patient is sick.
When you climb mountain, that time also you need too much oxygen. Because it's so cold. So sometimes when you don't want oxygen bulb, you can stop breathing.
Yes, when you climb the mountain, it's called the higher the altitude is there, the oxygen supply is lower and lower. So the mountaineers need more energy. Imagine when we cycle fast or run fast, we stop to breathe. That is when our lungs need oxygen. Oxygen is life.
But when we do like this very fast,
you get tired.
Our oxygen stops.
Okay, no. So you start breathing in. That is what is required.
Look. Now I'll close my nose. Now see what will happen.
Okay. So let's Jumpy close the nose until I'll tell you what else can oxygen is used for. So rockets use oxygen for carrying the liquid oxygen to burn oxygen in the absence of air in space. So this is where you require a lot of oxygen. We can do an experiment with it. So you can
I
have a
remove
candle,
my hand
yeah,
from my
and you
nose.
can burn the candle. So let the candle burn, and then you put a small glass on top of it, and then what happens is the fire extinguishes. Why? Because you have just cut out the oxygen supply. So we can do this small experiment if you
So
want
the candle is a living thing.
to. No, that's a proof that Jumpy has. Is candle a living thing? We'll discuss it when we discuss Zingy Zaina's mythical animals. It's coming
Yeah.
up. All right. Good night.
Bye bye.